discernment can be good or bad. If you've got a critical spirit, a fault-finding spirit, you want to see negative, you want to rejoice in, hey, somebody's falling down. I never liked that ministry anyway. That person's prideful. I never liked that. If you want that, that's how you're going to see things, right? We don't want that. We want godly discernment, which is pure, it's clean, it's not filled with anger and unrighteousness. It's clean. It doesn't mean righteous anger won't come. That's something else. But I'm just saying the discernment is pure, holy, full of love, and full of God's wisdom, right? And so I want to ask you, look at these things and back up and ask yourself and ask God, God, what are you doing in the earth right now? Show me. And when you ask that, look in the Word and see and ask God, Lord, where are some scriptures that pertain to what's going on? Where are some stories that pertain to what's going on? Now, you can do this with anything that you have a question about, and this is how you develop your discernment. You see something going on in the earth, you back up. And you're like, God, is there any story in the Word of God that correlates to what we're experiencing right now in the earth? And you begin to see God. Maybe a story will come to mind. Then go to that story. Read that story and see how the truth that's in that story applies to what you're seeing and experiencing in your life. It can be at your work. It can be what you're going through. Rather than just get an attitude about it, rather than just getting upset about what you're going through in life, back up and say, God, what are you saying in what's happening? And what's going on in this situation? Go to the Word and ask, Lord, is there something in the Word of God that teaches me about what's going on? And be very prayerful and humble about it. And you can even use the scriptures, to validate bitter spirits. So be careful. But we can't be afraid of being bitter. But I can tell you, when you start wanting to go into discernment, it's just something that pops up. You just have to deal with it. If you find you've got a critical spirit, just say, God, I realize that's there. Forgive me. I don't want to be upset at this person. I don't want to make it personal. God, I just want to see what you're doing, and let God cleanse you out and give you some discernment.